Beautiful people, today we are making this beautiful 4-step pleated turban, okay, V shape. So here is the final look. Let's get started. You are going to need your tape measure, your scissors, your pins, thread, needle and tailor's chalk. We are going to use satin fabric, okay, and the measurements are 25 inches length, 40 inches width, yes, and then the band measurement is 16 by 9 inches in 2 places, so cut 2 of them, okay. So let's get started. You are going to iron 1/4 inch and fold it in 1 inch, okay. We want a neat work, so we want to hide the rough edges, so you just do the half, 1/4 inch and 1. Do it on both bands, okay. We are doing V shape pleated turban, so we are sewing. This how it should look like. Now let's go and start with the pleating. I said we are only doing 4 pleats. You can choose to do more than that. So to do your 4 pleats, I'm going to take it by only 1.5 inch, okay, 1.5 inch to sew or do my pleating. So as I've taken my 1.5 inch, I'm going to pin them. I'm going to pin them. After pinning, I'm going to sew 1/2 inch on that pleat I have made. So please look at how I'm sewing it. I'm going to sew 1/2 inch. So we are going to repeat the same step for the other 2 pleats remaining, okay. We are going to take 1.5 inch again for next one, 1.5 inch, then you pin, you sew, you 1.5 inch, you pin, you sew. So we are going to sew our next pleat again. To sew your next pleat, you make sure that it is well aligned. So please, that is it. We are done sewing both of them. So we are going to fold your base into 2 and you notch the middle, your base into 2 and fold the middle. Look at how we are going to cross the V shape. Look at how we do the V shape. You see, please take note. If you don't get it, you go back and re-watch it. So we are going to put it at the notch that we took. The notch, yes, let it match that notch that we did, and then pin it, okay, right side facing the right side of the base. Then sew on that same distance. As you are sewing, when you get to where we did the V shape, okay, please check under it if you are still in alignment, so that it will not pull. You finish and realize your sewing couldn't be perfect. So that place, when you get to, be very careful. That's what I normally do. So please look at it in the video. You see how everything is outside. After, I'm going to trim all these excesses and the work will come out so well. We are done with our sewing or attaching our V shape pleats. So after we are done with this, we are going to our working table to continue. So look at how beautiful our pleats came out. Now we are going to trim all the excesses as I said. Then we make our thread and needle ready for gathering. And to gather, you have to measure your hair circumference. And I'm using 23. Yes, you see, this one is non-stretchy fabric. So you measure the person head and then you shape your base like we normally do. Then you sew. Then now we can finally gather. I've always says that if you want to gather your turban base, okay, don't start from the band but start before the band, okay, start before the band. And then our thread, I'm using 4, okay, the threading for our gathers. Yes, I want a strong gather so that it will not pull out when the person wears it. So let's continue with our gathering. I've already said don't start on the band, before the band. Yes, so look at it carefully. You see how I have slowed down the video for you to take it. Don't take it big or small. You see, just be leaving a gap, leave a gap, leave a gap, close to 1 inch or something like that. Then you gather to the very end of your base, then pull. Okay, because of you, that's why I didn't pull as I want you to see how I took it after one after the other, one after the other. So we are going to secure our base. Okay, to secure it, look at how I'm going to use the needle to secure the other end of it. You arrange your guiders nicely. This is what I'm talking about. Pull, pull, pull before about 3 times, then you try to use it to finish your edge or that very place. So with the style on it, okay, I've already made a video on the braided headband that I used to design it. So please, that one is not part of the video. The video was to show you how to make V-shape pleated turban. Yes, so here's our 4-step V-shape pleated turban. Look at how it came out. Very nice. Okay, I will do a short form video on it, how it look on a real human being. So guys, this is our final look. So check on our platform, okay, and see how we make the braided headband. Yes, so the braided headband design is already on our page. So thanks and let me know. Bye.